Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I've seen a couple people do recently and I really wanted to do it. Kind of similar to my last video. Kind of, but not really. I don't know. My last video was, you know, the makeup, using makeup that I used to use, like my old favorites. This is going to be another video of using makeup that's like older. It's not newer, but it's going to be a little different. This is going to be a full face of makeup. Things I bought and forgot about. So this is stuff I got and then I just got new stuff, and this stuff sort of just like went in the drawer and I forgot about it. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and just so this isn't a million years long, let's just get right into it and start this look. So I'm going to start off now. My face is clean. I'm moisturized with my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. And I'm going to start with a primer. You guys know I don't really use primers. I don't like primers. They don't work on me in the sense that I just don't feel like they do anything. Like I put them on and I don't notice a difference. But I did buy this like benefit set, and it came with the PoreFessional, and I ended up just using the other products in the set, and then I never used this. So let's give this a try. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that. It smells like oranges. I don't remember it smelling like oranges. I think the reason I never use this is because I literally hate the way it feels. I hate silicone primers. They make my hands feel too soft, and it really bothers me. Like afterwards, like it grosses me out. Like I feel like I need to wash my hands. So the next product I'm using is my foundation. And this is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Foundation. If I remember correctly, I don't feel like it wears long enough on my skin. Like it just starts coming off throughout the day. But we'll try it again. So I'm going to use this Morphe little angled, it's probably a blush brush. It's in the Beautiful Bronze set. I love this brush for foundation. It is so good. So yeah, I'm just going to use this to put it on. It says undetectable, medium to full coverage. I know a lot of people use this and like love it, but I just feel like I remember it didn't really work for me. The coverage is good. Yeah, like it really covers a lot. Like you can see all those little spots are gone. I definitely think it was the wear though. If I remember correctly, I think it was the fact that it got greasy and started coming off. All right, so the foundation's on, and I want to zoom you guys in so you can see this. I don't know, I'm gonna turn my brightness down a little bit. Can you see how like gross it looks? Like look at around my forehead, especially right here. It looks so textured. It's awful. In between my eyebrows, I don't know, maybe that's why I didn't use this. It just doesn't look good. It looks like there's a layer sitting on top of my face, you know? Okay, so now I'm going to do some concealer. And this is a concealer I really wanted to love because it's so inexpensive. And my favorite YouTuber, Raw Beauty Christy, she loves this concealer. She uses it in like every video. It's the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I bought this last year when I did that full face of Colourpop video. And I remember like I put it on and I was just like, oh, I don't like this. And I love like this kind of applicator that's like got the little, it's like the flat doe foot, and it like glides on. But I just remember from the video I didn't like it, and I truly don't know if I've ever used it since that video. I'm gonna blend that in with this Morphe sponge because if I recall correctly, I felt like it was also pretty dry. And so I don't want to use a brush because that will make my under eye look more dry. So I'm going to go for the sponge. I hope I like this because it's so inexpensive. I'd really like to like it, you know. I don't know, it looks pretty okay. I'm going to go ahead and like highlight with this concealer as well. I look a little white, but we're going to balance everything out. The concealer actually blended in better than I remember. I think I don't like the color. It's a little too light, and so I feel like it makes me look a little gray, you know? But it like applied better than I remember. So I'm definitely going to use it again now that I've applied it again, and it looks a lot better than it did the first time. I think it was honestly maybe to the foundation, because I used it with the Colourpop foundation, which I know I do not like at all. So next I'm going to use some powder. This is something I bought and it was actually really nice, but I just completely forgot about it. It's the Morphe Bacon Set Loose Setting Powders, and this is the shade Brightening Pink. I don't know if I'm the hugest fan of this particular color, but I do remember the powder was actually pretty nice. So I'm going to use that on my favorite under eye setting brush, which I've talked about in my last couple videos, which is the Morphe E49. And this powder is actually very smoothing. It's definitely a really great quality, because I can't remember how much it is. I think it's like $8 or something like that for the little tub. And you do get a lot. I actually like it quite a bit. As you can see, I set like under my eye and everywhere I highlighted. And then I just take whatever's excess left over on the brush to lightly set everything else, and that just makes everything blend better. I feel like I look very pale right now. So I'm gonna go into my next product. Okay, I'm dropping everything. So my next product is a bronzer, blush, and highlight. This is something I bought. There was like a little, I don't know if there was a sale. This might have been during one of like the VIB sales. I think it was VIB sale like last year. And it's this Makeup Forever palette, and it's a create your own. So this wasn't one that was pre-made. I picked the colors, and I picked a like contour, a blush, and a highlight. And because I was like, oh, when I travel, I can have this great set. Except one, I don't travel. And two, the times I have traveled since I bought this, I actually didn't bring it. So, you know, it's really come in handy. So yeah, I'm gonna use this. So when I put this on, I think it's just like lackluster for me because it is so natural. And like I said, it actually is very pretty and nice. I think it's just like too natural for what I go for. And to apply this, I'm using my favorite contour brush ever, the Jaclyn Hill JH05. This brush is literally life. I love it so much. Okay, so this is definitely like a cute little contour, but I need to like give my face some color, and this I feel like is just giving me a gray cast because it is meant to be a contour, not a bronzer, and I'm getting like a gray cast, and I feel like if I put much more, my face is just gonna look gray. So I am gonna grab a different bronzer just to add a little bit more color to my face. So this isn't necessarily going along with the theme of this video, but I'm still gonna use it anyway. I actually just got this. This is the new Bare Minerals bronzer. As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. And I don't need any more bronzer because I have a whole freaking drawer full of bronzer. I've been really into bronzer lately, I don't know. But it's the new Endless Summer bronzer in the shade Faux Tan. Lord have mercy. Okay. So you guys know I talk about bronzer a lot. I feel like I love bronzer, as I just said. This color is truly perfect. It's so neutral. Like there's literally not one bit of orange in this bronzer at all. It's like a perfect neutral brown. If you want like contour bronze, but not like orangey or too warm, if you have an issue with bronzers looking really orange or warm, this has like no warmth to it, but it's still not like gray. This may be the most perfect bronzer ever. I really love the Marc Jacobs Tantastic, as you guys know. I love that a lot. And there's some other ones that I've really liked recently too. This is even better. Okay, back to what we were actually doing. I'm now gonna go in with a blush, and if I remember correctly, I really actually like this blush. This is like my favorite color of blush, like a nice peachy. That's like my favorite kind of color because I feel like when I put this kind of color on my cheeks, I just feel like summer. Like it's so pretty and just like a pop of like beautiful flushed peachy goodness. Okay, and now to highlight, we're gonna use the highlight at the end here. I think this might have been the lightest one other than one of those that was like a white that shifted pink, you know, that kind of color, and I didn't want that. I wanted like a golden champagne-y. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. It's definitely dark though, as you can see, like when I turn my face, I have like a little dark cast here. They kind of need a shade a little lighter than this, I think. But it's pretty. Like, I still like it. I don't mind. I don't think it looks too dark when I face forward, so I think it's fine. It's actually a really nice highlighter. I don't know why. I need to use this more. I definitely need to use that more. I feel like that's like, those colors are perfect for like a everyday kind of makeup look. All right, guys, face is done. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit now and we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow. All right, so for eyeshadow today, I decided to pull these out. So technically, one of these I bought. The other one, the brand did send it to me. But these are the Alomar Cosmetics palettes. This palette they did send to me. And I've used this actually a ton. I love it. This is my favorite shade from this palette. Absolutely amazing. And then this one I bought when it launched because I wanted to support Gabby. She has actually followed me for a while. And so I wanted to support her brand and like buy this because it was so nice that they sent me the first one. So I bought this one. And what happened was I just kept getting new eyeshadow palettes and I forgot to use them. And I would always go in my eyeshadow drawer and I'd want to pull them out because these are some of the best quality eyeshadows out there, truly. But then I would just forget to use them. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna use these ones. So to prime, I'm gonna use the same No Filter concealer from Colourpop because I wanna give it another shot. I don't know if I ever used it as a eye primer. And like I said, I know Raw Beauty Christy loves this. She always uses this as her eye primer. So, can you hear her back there? So I wanna see if this works for me as an eye primer. I'm gonna blend this in with a Morphe G40. I don't make these anymore. I loved the gunmetal brushes from them. Okay, so when I blended in that concealer, it blended in very nicely. It is starting to crease already, but that happens. But now I'm realizing that my eyebrows look crazy. So I'm really quickly gonna pluck those and then we're gonna come right back and start this eyeshadow. Okay, friends, so here we are, back in action. This is the look we're going for. Sorry, I'm making sure my lash is on. Like truly, wow, truly. Okay, so let's just get started. Like I said, I already have my eye primed with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Let me just get out that little crease. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a big blending brush. This is the Morphe M504. Hold on, and I'm dropping my palettes. So first, I'm going to take this light orange shade. You know, I was gonna try to say the names, but I don't wanna butcher it. I can say some of them, but other ones I can't. So I'm just not gonna try. So we're gonna take this light orange shade, and we're gonna start building this up in the crease. And I'm pretty much going all the way up to my eyebrow. As you can see, I brought the color all the way up. And yeah, I just want this to be very like sultry, smoky, orangey amazingness. So I'm taking like just a little bit at a time. One thing I really like about her matte formula is there's no kickback in the pan, which is just amazing. Or with most of the shades, there's none. Some there is, but it's only a little bit. And so I love that a lot. So I'm just building this up little by little and I'm going pretty heavily towards my eyebrow. You guys know I like to do this a lot. I like to go into the eyebrow, front of the eyebrow area. Really just structures the eye, makes it look more like sexy and smoky and amazing. So that's what we're doing there. And then I'm blending it out pretty far. And then I'm gonna go into the Volume 2 palette and take a little bit of the yellow. I don't want too much, just a little bit at a time because this is a pretty strong yellow. And I'm just gonna take that along the top edge of the orange. And this is just gonna add a nice like vibrant yellowy kind of moment around the edge. Next we're gonna go into the Volume 1 palette again and take the orange. And I'm gonna switch to a little bit of a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe JH32. If you guys notice, I do use a lot of Morphe brushes, obviously in all my videos. I really like them. So I'm going to kind of press this, starting in the outer corner, but I am gonna take this color all the way across my crease, and I want it pretty strong all the way across. This shadow has a little more kick up than the first orange, but still not a lot. And it is very, very pigmented. I'm just getting all up in there. As you can see, you get a lot of color payoff with that orange. Again, going up in like that eyebrow area. And then I'm very slightly pulling this out. This isn't, you know, it's still a little winged, but it's not as, you know, obviously intensely winged as some of my other looks. I'm then gonna go in with the dark, kind of reddish shade in the bottom corner of the Volume 1 palette. And on the same brush, I'm gonna do basically the same thing I did with the orange, just like a little lower in my crease. I'm not gonna take it up as high. And then just blend that all the way across again. And we're really just creating like a nice depth. This is how you get like a nice smoked out look that looks very blended, by really going in with a nice gradient of color and just blending them lower, lower, and lower. All right, and then our final deep shade, I'm gonna go into the Volume 2 palette and take Damas. Oh, I actually said that one. The dark color in this palette. I was gonna go in with the black, but I don't wanna go that deep. And then taking a JH40, I'm going to put this in the outer corner. And I'm really pressing it to get a really good saturation. And that's going like outer corner and then like slightly into the crease. I'm not bringing this one like full intensity all the way across like I did with the other ones. And then going back in with the last deep red shade we used before this darkest shade. Very little bit of that on this brush to just blend that dark shade in. And then as usual, I'm going back and forth with my smaller brush and then the bigger brush to get my intensity and then make sure it's really blended at the same time. So now I have it as dark as I want it out here. And let's do the bottom. So I'm gonna take the Morphe R42 brush, which is like a small little packing brush. It's nice and firm. And I'm going to first take the darkest brown shade we used from the Volume 2 palette. And I'm gonna put that all the way across. And then I'm gonna take the deep red shade from... I'm taking the deep red shade from the Volume 1 palette, back on this small blending brush, and I'm going to start bringing this down. As usual, I went pretty smoky with my lower lash line. You totally don't have to. You can keep this a little closer if you don't want it so blown out. Use like a smaller brush. But you guys know I like a very smoky lower lash line. I'm taking the deep orange that we used from the first Volume 1 palette, and then we're going to blend that even lower. And then finally taking the light orange shade from the Volume 1 palette, just around the edges. Once that's all blended down, I'm gonna go back with the darkest brown shade from the Volume 2 palette, just to re-intensify that since we blended so much. And I'm also putting that on my waterline. We're gonna do now some fun lid colors. So I'm gonna use the same exact flat brush, just wiping it off. And we're gonna take the bronze shade from this Volume 2 palette. As you guys know, whenever I use shimmers, I like to wet them no matter how good they are. That shimmer from this palette is really good, but I'm gonna wet it anyway. Using some Fix Plus. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. So pretty, oh my God. So what I'm gonna do with this color is I want to do kind of something I've been doing recently, which I was introduced by one of my artists that I worked with at Morphe. She would always do this and I was like, why do your eyeshadow always look so good? And then Make Me Up Mista, who I've mentioned before, she does this too, and I'm like, why didn't I ever do this? Basically, I used to just take my lid, like shimmer shades, and I'd stop it at my lid, and then I always thought, God, it doesn't look like it's like blended out really nice. And I see other people use shimmer on their lids and it always looks so good. I'm like, what are they doing? Duh, they bring it above their crease. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this shade and just like not just stop it at my crease, I'm gonna bring it up into my crease a little bit. so that it kind of goes up. So when I open my eyes, you can see the shimmer, but it's not like a cut crease, you know, it's sort of just like you blend it into your crease shade. And that way you get this like nice, like just the shimmer sort of like fades out into nothing. That's what I want. So next, to like amp up this color, take it to another level. You guys know I've been using like Peach's makeup. Oh, my lips are so dry. I'm sorry. They always look so dry. Tried my best to make my lips look less crusty. So you guys know I've been using the Peach's makeup pigments for a little while. I bought like 10 of them like at the beginning of the year, I think. And I realized I always just use like Mermaids or like Hollywood or like those lighter ones. And then all the other ones I bought I haven't like used ever. Either I never used them or I've used them like once just to try them and then I forgot about them. So this is one I forgot about that I had actually don't think I'd ever used before. I used it yesterday. And I love it. So it's this one right here. I'm gonna zoom in here for you, see if we can see it in all its glory. There we go. So this is the shade Dynamite, and it is a beautiful, like very warm orangey bronze. It is literally stunning. So I want to use this today to add, like, to just amp this up and make it crazy. Let's get crazy. You guys watch Bob Ross videos? And then he'll, you know, make a little tree. And he's like, you know what, let's just get crazy. And now my camera's not going to focus. Come on, you can do it. There I am. Yeah, he says, let's get crazy. I love when he says that every time. Okay, so I'm going to spray this with some Fix Plus just so we get it nice and intense. And this is going to go just layered on top of that bronze color. And you can see this adds just like so much dimension. I love it. So I don't want this to be like a thick layer. I want this to be more of just like a topper, you know, where it's just sort of adding like a shimmery topper on top of the bronze we already have. And again, go up like into your crease a little bit, because then you can see it. The shimmer just like pops through the crease and it blends nicer. I'm going to take the lightest shade from the Volume 1 palette, and then I'm going to use this on my inner corner just to make my inner corner pop a little more. And I'm making sure to blend that into our lid shade a little bit just by dabbing around the edges as I do. And then make sure it's blended down there. Perfect. Okay, so I don't really have any mascara or lashes that I like bought and forgot. So I'm just gonna throw those on. I'm using my Maybelline Colossal Volume Mascara, and then I'm using these lashes right here, which are the style D20 that I got off AliExpress. So I'm gonna put these on, and then we'll be right back to finish off the lip. I'm also gonna just throw some brows on because I don't really have a brow product that I bought and forgot. So we're gonna finish off the eyes, come back in a sec, and we will do the lip, and the look will be finished. Okay, friends, eyes are done. Brows are on. They're a little much, but I use Dipbrow, so they're a little dark. Okay, so let's finish off this look with our lips. So we've got our face done, our eyes done. And Lily's playing with a Dory toy, so she's screaming Dory. Okay, so let's do our lip. And the lip I'm going to be using is this guy right here. This is Jeffree Star Anna Nicole. I got a lot of these little baby sets, all the mini sets. And I put them up on my shelf here because they look really cute. My whole Jeffree Star lip collection. I literally had zero before I started working at Morphe. And then just being around them all the time, I ended up buying a million of them. So, but I don't use them very often. Not because they're not good, I just keep forgetting. So I'm going to use this one. I feel like this kind of very warm orangey eye would look so cute with like a really bold orange lip. So this is like a very bright, vibrant, dark red orange. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I absolutely love how it turned out. I feel so glamorous. Yeah, I really, really love this. So this is my full face of makeup I forgot about, and it is all going to the top of all my drawers because I truly pretty much loved everything except the foundation. I remembered why. Maybe there's a reason why I never used it, because it looked like shit. I have now realized that this is actually a very good concealer, which I'm very happy about because I've been meaning to try it out again and I love it. I think I might go to Ulta and get a darker shade. That might make me use it a little more because I do think it's too light for me. If I could get maybe like 2 or 3 shades darker than this, I would probably use that even more. Let's see, PoreFessional. I still have huge pores. I'm telling you, primer just does nothing for me. It's just a waste of money. Jeffree Star Liquid Lip, love her. These palettes, you need them. You truly need them. The quality is insane. The quality of the first one I think is definitely better than the second one, but that doesn't mean the second one isn't good. Like the second one's still amazing. This one is just literally like perfect. They're only $28 a piece. I did look at the website because I know they used to do like a bundle. You could buy them together for cheaper, but they don't have that right now. But I do still think it's worth it. I think if you're gonna buy any of them, this one first, 100%. Like these are truly beautiful. But I definitely think if you want to get them both, you would love them both. Our cute little Makeup Forever blush palette. I like her. She's really nice. The blush is really nice. I wish the highlight was a little lighter. I wish the contour was a little darker, but what can you do? But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also these Peaches Pigments. If you do not have these yet, what are you doing? Truly, what are you doing? You need them. This is beautiful. Dynamite is amazing. I also really love Mermaids. I love Hollywood. Gatsby is insane. That one is so beautiful. Another must-have. I truly think if you haven't tried these yet, you would love them. If you love very glittery, shimmery, like these are the finest pigments where it's like, it's somewhere in between a glitter and a pigment. It's not a full-on glitter because it's really fine, but it's not like a pigment, which is more like just a powder. It's somewhere in between a glitter and a pigment. And I think this is why I love them so much, because you get like the shimmeriness of the like a glitter, but it's not as chunky as a glitter, you know? Like truly love these. You need these in your life. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and how the look turned out. I hope you recreate it yourself. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.